Hi all. We have a big team here because we have a lot of interest in ACH at our organization. And you can see some of these people are involved with other nonprofits, but we brought our board members and my coworker Molly. Didn't get enough chairs. Unbridled Spirit 7 provides youth, children, and families transformative opportunities in an unusual setting. It's a small, transformed dairy farm on sacred land where the Nooksack people would use as their pathway to get to the beaches of Puget Sound to collect crab and clams and things that they couldn't find up on the waters of the Nooksack River. We feel very blessed to steward this land because as it was a place for them, a pathway for them to get more nourishment and then back home. We feel like our land is a place for people to get nourishment and also back home to their hearts. I've been doing this for 25 years on this land. Unbridled Spirit's just 4 years old. We're unique in that the connection that we're all looking for starts coming through animals. The reason why connection can come through animals is many people who've been traumatized do not trust humans. And the animals have a way, whether it be a cat or a dog or a great big horse, they have a way of inviting you in, helping you learn to be vulnerable, and then once you get into that space, into your heart space, then you might open yourself up to the volunteers, mentors, the staff, the humans in your life to support you more. We were really lucky when we first got connected with ACH because Aletha Williams is a beautiful Jamaican woman who served in the US Navy for many years. And she had come to the farm for equine therapy a number of years ago, and she was transformed in her healing process. So as she's been working towards her PhD in integrative medicine, she wanted a site to do her research work on the transformative possibilities for people who've had trauma doing equine therapy. She got everything approved by her university, which is a process. We got 10 volunteers, which is another process, across great socioeconomic groups, a wide variety of people and circumstances. And we had the date set, we had the counselor engaged, we had the intake interviews done, everything was done, and we had to start, and we had no funding. But ACH came through. So we even got paid for our research, which is great. And the counselor and I have presented at international conferences before on equine therapy, and we're really excited when Aletha's project gets through all the process through the university. We're really excited to work together to present this internationally so other people can see the power. Just like with the last group, the Bree group, they've used equine therapy because horses and animals are really not judgmental. And they see us, they help us find our ways back to our hearts, as some of you might know who have animals. But it can really help release the long-held trauma. One woman, she's very active in her tribe, and she says, the smokehouse is where I'm supposed to be able to go. The sweat house is where I'm supposed to be able to go and really cry and get vulnerable. After years of trying, that was not successful, but my horse, Rusty, helped me get vulnerable and taught her to cry. And she'd been trafficked as a teenager and then lived in the world of addiction for 20 years as a result of that. Her children had to be raised by relatives, but now she's on a really strong path. And we just feel really blessed to have her be part of that, come be to the farm and find more healing. Another immigrant woman realized that she was able to stand up to her husband, who is a veteran, and stand up for herself and her daughters. She didn't have to walk away from this challenging situation, which has allowed her to stay with financial support of him and even some more emotional support than she ever had before. Another young woman had lost her husband suddenly. He was sick for 8 weeks, and then he was dead. She was left with a child that he was raising, her child, but mothering wasn't her forte. And so that project really helped her, and her son now has continued to come work with us. So this project helped not only transform lots of lives, but it will go on to teach other people what's possible. The school counselors in Bellingham have learned to trust us with their most impacted youth, kids who've had really a lot of loss in their life and unstable families and othering. And let's see, up here on the bottom right corner, you'll see a picture out at Lummi Nation School. Last summer, the day camp that we usually put on for Lummi had to be shifted because they couldn't get to the farm because of issues. Anyway, we took the animals to the school. We took the miniature horses and large animals, and so a lot more kids got to be involved over that week. And so it's a picture of a group of little kids with Joni here. So our board, most of our board, they mentor too. And so they're learning how to be leaders and do teamwork. So we're really proud of our partnership and what we get to learn from the Lummi people. And Carabo wanted to say we just had to put down one of our really special therapy horses this week. And at her celebration of life service, Carabo mentioned how she, in mentoring kids at the farm, working with Gracie, this amazing horse, she stepped into her own leadership, but she also learned to be vulnerable. And that's what 1,000-pound horses teach us, is to be vulnerable, but to be honest. And Molly was going to say, oh, yeah. Okay, next slide, please. So in the bottom left corner of this one, you see a hand. We use it for our teaching, and I wanted to share this with you today because I think you could all use this as caretakers and caregivers and community agents. So the hand, when a hand is enclosed, some of you might have seen this before. It was developed by a couple of teachers, one who works at our farm. When your hand is closed and your thumb is over your fingers, your thumb is your survival. It's your need. If you get your basic need met for safety, food, housing, safe place to stay, then your hand can open up and you can get your other needs met. Spirituality is in the palm. It's whatever you hold valuable and true and your values. Your index finger is your, I'm trying to remember what it says now. Oh, yeah, it's fun. Thank you. It's fun. We got to have fun. Our middle finger's power. Well, you know, people flip each other off because they feel like someone just stole their power by pulling in front of them or whatever. So your middle finger's your power finger, your ring finger's your belonging finger, and your little finger's your freedom finger. So when people act out, we all have these needs, and we go through life so unaware of what our real needs are. And so we spend time at the farm helping kids understand and adults understand what their needs are. And if you can get out of this survival mode, then you can start taking care of your other needs. Now, when we act out or we use substances and all kinds of different addictions, or if we put somebody down, we may be getting a need met for fun, but is it helping us in the community? How about our power? How do we use our power? Do we use our power to bully, or are we being bullied? How do we belong? If I'm going to make a poor choice right now, should I call a friend, or should I go do the thing that I want to do that's really a poor choice, so I will belong to a group that's not maybe the best group? And then freedom. How can I negotiate often with my parents or whoever, the powers that be are, to have a little more freedom in my life, and how can I be responsible for that freedom? So it's getting your needs met in up and clean ways or down and dirty ways, and helping you realize you have a choice. Is that it, Molly? Ready? Oh, and we want to just say that we were able to give over $99,000 in scholarships last year. That is huge for a small organization like ours. And thanks to ACH, they helped with that. Let's see, maybe. I don't know. Does this slide out easily? She can just use that one. Okay.
Well, to start, I just want to say thank you to ACH again, because these partnerships that you've allowed us to have just keep building and building. For example, last year we started a new collaboration with a new high school that we haven't gotten to work with before. And their school counselor came and saw the impacts that we were having on those students, and then went back to another school and inspired them to bring their students to us this January. So it's a ripple effect of impacting youth in our community. So I just wanted to thank you for that. So that middle school is a new exciting partnership for us right now. Outside of that, our family farm days are really my favorite thing about what we do. Sorry, I'm going to try and go really fast. We can't always offer weekly programming to everybody, and so we also have the opportunity to come to our farm and share a community meal together, and then get to spend time with the animals and each other, and do one of our favorite things, which is the Hope Course, where we get to work on our goals together and the pathways and obstacles that could take us there or take us away from that goal. And so our new mission forward is that we would love to offer these farm days to other agencies and nonprofits as more of a collaborative thing. So yeah, that's what we're really excited to move forward with. And
There's a grant for that.
yeah, there's a grant with the Whatcom Community Foundation. It's due on February 3rd, but you could write a grant to then get to bring your organization to our farm for our Rest and Renew Empowerment Day. And yeah, I'm just going to pass it off to Sonia.
I just wanted to introduce these wonderful people up here. Joni Hensley has been on our board for years and mentors with kids. And Molly McKenna is an amazing program director and all kinds of things. And Sierra James works with Whatcom Center for Early Learning, but she's also, and they're partner here, but she's also the president of our board. Karabo here has been our board member and a mentor for kids, and she's amazing. And Ray here has been, you know her from ACH, some of you, and she's also on our board and a dear friend too. And Bliss is Duzarte is also a board member, and so we are lucky to have all these people involved with ACH. But really want to thank all of you, and my last words are something that really have kept me going, and they're by Langston Hughes, and it says, "Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken-winged bird that cannot fly." So hold fast to your dreams, have courage, never give up. Thank you.